welcome back to the We Are City channel for FC24 career mode into the last month of Season 3 with some big games in it. Of course, the Premier League has been achieved. We've done it. 6 years in a row achieved. So we are going to play still some of the Premier League games because there's a possibility of reaching 100 points, which would be a wonderful record. I don't want to give that up. We've got the FA Cup final as well, and we might even have a Champions League final, and we'll know if we're in that by the end of today's episode with 2 games against Barcelona away and then at home. So it's Brighton away in today's episode, Barcelona away, Arsenal at home, and then it is Barcelona at home. Massive games in today's fixture. We're going to rotate for Brighton and still try and get those 3 points. We're going to rotate for Arsenal as well because so little days of rest in between the Barcelona games, and then we'll know what we have going into the final game of the episode. There is, however, some absolutely shocking, terrible, disappointing, upsetting news, really. And the fact that Erling Haaland has suffered a broken toe injury. He'll be out for 3 months, meaning he's going to miss the last month of the season. He's going to miss perhaps the FA Cup final, perhaps the Champions League semi-finals he will miss. Maybe the final if we get there. He'll miss the Premier League. He's got 41 goals, and that is going to be it for the Premier League. It's such a shame. It's going to be a terribly big miss. And like I said, we can reach 100 points. There's 15 points left to play for Manchester City. 15 points would take us to 100 points dead on. I might give up on that sort of dream if we are to drop points in any of the games. But if we can get 100 points, as well as the Premier League title, as well as the Carabao Cup, as well as the FA Cup, and maybe the Champions League, I mean, we've achieved everything you can in world football. This is side for Brighton today. They're going to go with Bilio in goal. It's Kevin Alvarez, Igor, Stefan Savic, the captain, Ulrich, the back 4, Calvin Phillips and Dahoud in the midfield 2 with Buonanotte and Siso and Talisca, the 3 in front. Undav starts up top. It's Cairo Mitoma, Lamptey, Hatterboer, Adingra, Baleba, Van Heck and Rushworth on the bench. No Antoine Griezmann, he's unavailable, suspended, unfortunately for them today. They were undefeated in the last 5, Brighton, 3 wins and 2 draws. Key defensive player is Igor, the big man at the back. Well, we've all eyes on that Barcelona semi-final in just 2 days' time. We make big changes in this side going into the Brighton game. Edison will start in goal with Goyi, captain at Akanji and Barco at the back 3. It's Matheus Nunes and Mendy in the midfield 2 with Musiala and Jack Grealish in front. Savio on the right and Ndala on the left. Claudio Echeverri plays at false 9 up top. Oscar Bob, Jeremy Doku, Eze, Maximo Peron, Rico Lewis, Josh Gvardiol and Stones on the bench. No place for tired Yan Cuto, no Diaz, no De Bruyne, no Alvarez, no Foden, no Rodri, no Andrew and so on. And obviously no Erling Haaland, who is out injured till the rest of the season. His season is over. So there is Jamal Musiala. Scored 2 in his last game off the bench. He's still getting back to sharpness. He won't start that game in Barcelona, but he will start today against Brighton. Expected to be someone else. Akanji intercepts. Give him back to them. Chance here for Brighton. Stings the palms of Edison. City have got to be careful. Over the top to Savio here. Here's Brazilian Savio. He's away from the challenges. Savio. Stefan Savic attacking. Savio goes for goal here. Right footed scuffs it past the post there. Maybe he could have looked towards the box. It's a very narrow angle. Good feet and back to Savio. Counters on here. Savio. Savio running the opposition. Savio. Savio! What a finish by the Brazilian Savio. Second time he's got him behind in that position. And this time he goes to the left foot and bends it into the top corner. 1-0 Manchester City against Brighton. And a goal for Savio. Good play down this Brighton side here. Got Grealish who's got to look for. Maybe Echeverri making a run into the middle. But Savio puts it in the top corner. Very good finish from Savio. He scores what is his 5th goal this season. I think he's performed better than last year. Savio again. Savio up against Savic again. Savio. Oh, just took it too far. Akanji on the overlap here. Akanji in towards Musiala. Bilio dives on it. Musiala didn't make that attacking run over the near post. Half time, City 1, Brighton 0. We are beating his Derby side, but we should be doing better. There he goes. Chance of Brighton now. BARCA in the box, so be careful. Goyi across as well into the hands Edison. Edison throws it out quickly to Ndala. Goal. Brighton score. Mark Goyi with an absolute shocker. Dennis Undav scores. I didn't want to pass there, Mark Goyi, but he did anyway, didn't he? He did anyway. I knew he was doing it before I'd even done it. Didn't want to pass there. And Dennis Undav from 15 metres out scores. What a stupid goal to give away, Manchester City. What a stupid goal to give away. Mark Goyi with a big mistake there. Brilliant from Martin Zubimendi. Savio in space. Found him. Savio. Musiala. Musiala. Musiala in here. Just behind Grealish. It falls to Ndala. Ndala in. Yamo Musiala with a header. And just over the post by the big man. Into Echeverri. Echeverri in. Ndala with a header. Saved by Bilio. And just on the line did he get there. Good header by Joel and Darla. So unlucky. BARCA against Mitoma wins it. Goyi away, well done. Grealish turns on it. Grealish. Echeverri. Nice run by Claudio Echeverri. Could be in the Argentinian. Echeverri! City take the lead. And at false 9, the number 40, Claudio Echeverri scored. He's certainly made more of an impact than Ceballos did. Certainly much more of a Valentin Barco sort of player. I think he's made more of an impact than Valentin Barco. Echeverri in. Echeverri turns. And Echeverri scores. Great finish by him. Calm and composed. And puts it into the back of the net there. No stopping that one for Bilio. Given away by Phillips here cheaply. Savio. Oscar Bob makes a run here. Just onside Bob. Against Savic. Bob cuts inside here. Brilliant from Bob. Oscar Bob! Saved by Bilio. Right to Savio. Mitoma dropping in there. Trying to help his team out defensively. Savio. Lovely skill from Brazilian Savio. Savio. Savio in. Echeverri on the volley. What a ball by Savio. And Echeverri makes it 3-1 Manchester City. Well, is this man a striker at heart, Echeverri? Because that is a striker's type of movement there. Just drifts out away from Igor. I put a cross in, I'm thinking, he's not going to win a header. So I've got to get this cross pretty good from Savio. He does do. Echeverri just drifts away. That's a brilliant volley by Echeverri down the middle. 2-1 Manchester City. Is Echeverri a striker? Calvin Phillips dragged off. Belaber on, a dinger on as well for... I'm not sure who that was who came off there. Undav, I think it was up top. Talisca goes at striker. Switch of play to Valentin Barco. Well, City will keep getting closer towards that 100 goal mark, that 100 point mark with a result like this today. Barco, Grealish. Back to Valentin Barco. Here's the fullback Barco. Marauding, could have been a Brighton player. Turned them down. Barco! Oh, back to Bob. Chance for Nunes, blocked away. Burst away Anderson Talisca. The overlap was Tariq Lamptey. Talisca. Goy staying best with him as he can. Mitoma. Goy can't block the cross here. Chance! Header! Brighton do score. Simon Adingra makes it 3-2. Conceded 2 goals today, which is a little bit worrying. Good cross in. I mean, Barco's never going to win a header. Oh, past Edison. No clean sheet for Eddie today, so scoring the second one doesn't matter. Full-time whistle goes. We are still on course for the 100 points because it's Manchester City winning 3-2 at the Amex against Roberto De Zerbi's Brighton, who played very well, Roberto De Zerbi's side. And Claudio Echeverri and Savio, the 2 standout performers in that attacking line. Well, Savio really finding his feet at the moment. 1 goal and 1 assist today. 8.8 rating down that right-hand side was fantastic. He gets my man of the match, actually, and EA Sports man of the match. But I'm going to give a special shout-out to this man, Claudio Echeverri, striker today. 2 goals, and was really, really good in that role. I think maybe, despite his size and stature, he could be maybe a little Carlos Tevez at striker. More so than maybe the next Lionel Messi, as they've called him. With the news of Manchester City's transfer ban rocking world football, Real Madrid apparently are looking to pounce and take an opportunity in the market, and they are ready to activate Manchester City's Erling Haaland's release clause. Haaland has got a £200 million plus release clause when he signed that new contract that we signed with him a few seasons ago now. Last season it was. A new contract signed by Haaland, a big release clause in there, over 200 million, but Real Madrid are ready to pay it. The player has got over 60 goals in all competitions this season. He is the heir to the Cristiano Ronaldo throne, I think, or the Lionel Messi throne, in terms of output and numbers. And it purely depends on if Haaland wants to leave the club. It depends on that completely. If Haaland says, listen, I've had 4 years now at Manchester City come the end of the season. I'm ready to join Real Madrid. That is his dream move after Manchester City. I'm 26. That is the move I want. There's nothing we can do. They will activate the release clause like Haaland and his agent forced us to put in the contract, and he will join Real Madrid, and we will be going into next season with no option to replace Erling Haaland because we've got a transfer ban. And unless the appeal comes through early, a transfer ban meaning we can't actually sign a new striker. Julian Alvarez, yes, is a brilliant replacement, but losing Haaland would be an absolute heartbreaker. I don't want to lose Haaland. We will do everything to convince him maybe to sign a new deal with a bigger release clause in his contract. But with the transfer ban upon us, with possibly this season achieving everything possible, Erling Haaland might say, listen, a new challenge is ready for me. And La Liga with Real Madrid is the one he's going to do. That would be crushing for us, but it's happened before. Manchester City are bigger than just one player. I really don't want to lose Haaland, but I think we've got to come around and get realistic and say, listen, this is a possibility next summer. It's Champions League semi-final time, so Bayern Munich have drawn Sporting, lucky Bayern. They're already 2-1 up, and I assume they're going to the Champions League final. We have got to outdo Barcelona away from home in the first leg. So this is Xavi's Barcelona side. Marc-Andre ter Stegen is the goalkeeper. Joao Cancelo signed permanently in there with Nicolas Süle, Bremer and Romero, the back four. Pedri, Gavi and Thomas Partey in the midfield three. Ferran Torres on the left, Lautaro Martinez at striker, and Lamine Yamal, captain on the right-hand side. On the bench they have got Inaki Peña, Afena Gian, Inigo Martinez, Bon Maya, Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, and also another ex-Manchester City player in Bernardo Silva. Barcelona won 3 games, but they've drawn and lost the last 2. Bit out of form. Ferran Torres is the key attacking player off that left-hand side. Nicolas Süle, key defensive player at the back. I expect Bernardo Silva, Lewandowski, Rafinha to come off the bench. Lamine Yamal is a really, really dangerous player to come up against. No Yamal Musiala on the bench today. He has been struggling for fitness still, so he misses out in today's game. We've got Akanji, Kyoto, Zubimendi, Maximo Perón, Grealish, Bob and Savio on the bench for City. It is Edison who starts and goal with Diaz, Stones and Vardy the back 3. Rico Lewis and Rodri in the midfield 2 with captain Kevin De Bruyne and Eze in front. Jeremy Doku is 0 sharpness, but getting back to sharpness on the left-hand side. Foden on the right and Alvarez through the middle. Strong City side, looking for a stronger defensive performance today. Get maybe a draw or a 1-0 win or so on away from home if we can do, and then smash them at home when we've got our fans in front of us. Well, here we are under the lights at the camp now, on the El Libertador, because I think they're still playing at their second ground, aren't they? On Mount Magic here in Catalonia, in Barcelona. Out come the two sides, Manchester City versus Barcelona. Pep Guardiola manages against his former side, and can he come out on top against Barcelona? I hope so, Pep. We need you to come up with a tactical masterclass to beat these today, because they are playing very well, I think, and they've got a really good side. Yamal pulls off Doku. Pedri, look at the football they play, Barcelona. Just mesmerising. Chance here for Barca. We've got bodies across. Chance for Barca, save from Eddie. But they work that so well. You can hardly keep up with the way they flick the ball around. Foden. Pass Cancelo, brilliant. Where is it, Cancelo? Nicolas Süle. Alvarez, space for Julian. Alvarez! Oh, saved by ter Stegen. Good chance. Doku picks it up. Jeremy Doku. Vardy with space. Viles the far post. Phil Foden the volley! Just past the post by Phil Foden. Boy, that was a chance. Finds De Bruyne. Back to Edison. Eddie. Wide towards Vardy. Brings Romero out in space for Jeremy Doku here. Doku. Against Bremer. Spun him into Alvarez. Alvarez here. Alvarez! 1-0 City, the Champions League semi-final against Barcelona. And it's Julian Alvarez. Well, no Haaland, no problem, hopefully. Alvarez played in. Alvarez scores. Good play from Doku. Skips away from Bremer. Nice feed through Alvarez. Julian catches this so strongly. Pass Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Alvarez scores. Come on. Had a great season, Alvarez. 3 goals in 11 games in the Champions League. Well, not a great record in the Champions League compared to Erling Haaland, but City take the lead, and it's Alvarez in the semi-final. If he steps up, again, like he's done throughout the season, I think we'll be fine without Erling Haaland. I really do. Rico Lewis across. Lamine Yamal. Lovely feet by Lamine Yamal. Pulls it back here. Edison with another good save. Not a clear opportunity for Barcelona, but not far from it. Space in the middle. Chance again. Edison makes another save behind for a corner. Well, they're having shots from range here. Pedri this time. City have got to be careful. Can just accelerate at any point. Doku. Got him backtracking. Doku through to Eze here. Lift one over to Doku. Doku header Bremer. Doku back to De Bruyne. Blocked away by Barcelona. Just. And away again by City. Doku. 1 added minute. They've played it half-time here in Mount Montjuic. Manchester City lead by a 1-0 in the Champions League. An Alvarez goal, but Barcelona have had all the chances so far. Champions League semi-final against Barcelona. Playing passes like that. You can see how good he is. Doku. Doku in towards Eze. Lovely play from Jeremy Doku. Isn't it great to have him back? Doku. Doku. Alvarez! Oh, saved by ter Stegen. And Barcelona cleared away. So unlucky. They've had good chances like that as well. Good save by Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Rodri. Edison. Across to John Stones. Route one to Phil Foden. Oh, Foden's absolutely done Joao Cancelo there. Brilliant from Foden. Foden for City. Foden. Oh, floored by Süle. And from what looked like a great chance has gone now. Ferran Torres. Diaz stops the cross. Well done, Ruben Diaz, and back to Edison. Foden, who's picked up an injury. And he's returned to the side. Picked up an injury pretty much. Foden. Foden. Foden to Alvarez. Blocked again, Alvarez. What a save by Ter Stegen. Oh my word. What a save by Ter Stegen. Corner ball. Swung in by De Bruyne. Rodri! Rodri for Manchester City. 2-0 against Barcelona. Lovely swinging by De Bruyne. And from the corner, from a goal that we should have scored with Alvarez, Rodri heads it home. 2-0 City. Come on. Lovely crossing. Thumping header by Rodri. Past Ter Stegen. 2-0 Manchester City. 2-0. Come on. Champions League semi-final. We lead 2-0 away from home. That is a massive goal. Bremer running for it. Alvarez in there again on Cancelo. Second foul on him. Barca clear it. It's a corner for Manchester City. It's going to be a yellow card for Julian Alvarez, but we don't care. Give him the yellow all you want. 2 really late tackles on Joao Cancelo here by Julian Alvarez. That is a horrible challenge, by the way. Alvarez, Grealish. Alvarez in the middle. Here's Jeremy Doku. Trouble for Barcelona here. Jeremy Doku. Doku. Blocked away. Cancelo on. Diaz back out to Yan Couto. Couto into Alvarez. Oh, referee blows the full-time whistle. I think he was offside, that's why. Full-time Barcelona 0, Manchester City 2. Manchester City in full control here in this tie. We could be going to a Champions League final after a big 2-0 win in the semi-final against Barcelona in the first leg. That's a massive win for City, massive win. But performance-wise, EA Sports gave a match to Edison with an 8.1 rating for making 5 saves in today's game, all relatively down the middle. I'm going to give it to Josh Gvardiol or Rodri. I'm going to give it to Rodri. Solid in the midfield, kept them quiet. 7.5 rating for Rodri. Second leg is going to be the big one as well. Smart loan Nico O'Reilly, who joined Valencia in La Liga in January, so far played 7 games for Valencia in the short period of time. Got 3 goals and 1 assist, which is quite a good return for a young man around 20 years of age. He's a promising attacking midfielder on loan, showcasing goal-scoring prowess and impressive physicality. He's a very big man for his age, and he does have that physical presence, doesn't he? And he does really have an eye for a goal, which he showed in the youth team, and he hasn't really shown in the first team, unfortunately. Eager for increased first team action on a permanent move, so he wants to move away from the club permanently. But we're going to try and get him on another loan, convince him to get another loan next season, and he's demonstrating potential to be a dynamic force in the future. What my idea is to get him on loan again next season, see how he develops, and with that transfer ban now, City might lose players in transfer windows, and we won't be able to replace them. We won't be able to go into the transfer market for, according to the Premier League, 2 years. Of course, we're going to go to an appeal and see if that changes, but Nico O'Reilly could then be a good option, really, to be a player to just be there when we need him and be a good body and one that's got a good potential for the future of the club. Certainly, I think a new manager, if Pep Guardiola is not around, or Pep Guardiola, could really see the future for Nico O'Reilly at this club because he does show a lot of good potential. So Manchester City on 88 points as we try and get that 100-point mark if we can do. Arsenal down 11th place. We welcome them to the Etihad up next. List of pre-match report for Arsenal. 3 draws, 1 win and 1 loss in the last 5. I don't know why they're so poor. The bench looks very weak, but the starting 11 is very strong. Jesus, Martinelli and Saka the front 3. Havertz, Ødegaard, Captain and Rice the midfield 3. It's Araujo and Ake partner back with Nuno Mensch and Geraint Timber. In goal starts Aaron Ramsdale. Key defensive player on Araujo. Key attacking player Saka. You look at that starting 11, you think Arsenal surely should be in the top 4. But maybe it's the bench and the squad depth that's causing them problems. Maybe they've got injuries. Maybe Mikel Arteta is just failing as a manager. The Barcelona game is just in a few days' time, so we decide to rotate again. Edison will start in goal with Goyi, Captain Akanji and Barco the back 3. Nunez and Zubimendi in the midfield 2 with Musiala and Bob in front. It's Savio on the right, Grealish on the left, and Echeverri once again at striker where he performed so well against Brighton. On the bench, Joel Ndala, Jeremy Doku, Kevin De Bruyne, Eze, Maximo Perrone, Yan Couto and Gvardiol. The rest of the team is rested as his starting 11 look to try and get another 3 points and get closer to that 100-point mark. Well, there we are, Manchester City in the changing room as we look to get above the 90-point mark. 91 points for the win here today. There's the Arsenal side, Nathan Ake in the back line with Ronald Araujo, a really strong Arsenal side, a very much underachieving Arsenal side under Mikel Arteta. A rotated City side, but still with some massive superstars in there. It's first versus 11th, it's the champions versus once a side that thought they'd be champions. City versus Arsenal. Nowhere near the level of us. I mean, down in 11th position is Savio. Savio with a ball in. Echeverri, he might be there. Ramsdale just punched it away. Offside against Echeverri. But I tell you what, Echeverri's movement, he's very much that of a striker's. Through towards Bob. Savio, back through to Bobby. He's onside, Bob. Oscar Bob on the volley. Oscar Bob wide. I should have took my time there. I thought the Arsenal player was going to cross. If I took my time there, could have caught that with the left foot, put it in the top bins. Bad ball. Grealish in there. It's a late one by Jack Grealish. Timber down by BARCA. We've got away with that. Jan Musiala. Echeverri. Oh, lovely ball by Echeverri. 50 Jan Musiala. Musiala here. Musiala. Musiala! Off the crossbar. How's he not scored? Savio attacks it. Martinelli still. Goyi across. Flicks off the ankle of Goyi. Kai Havertz! Edison pushed it wide for a corner. Good game at the Etihad here today. Very entertaining game in the Premier League. Points here today. I feel like we won't get 3 points here today. Header away. Goyi down underneath it. Musiala in towards Bob. That's great play. Musiala counter. Oscar Bob. Bob against Nuno Mensch. Bob. Skips inside Nuno Mensch. Bob past Ake. Into a chair. Echeverri. Echeverri! Straight at Ramsdale. And that will be half-time, won't it? Oh, well, why didn't we get to go for it, referee? Counter Arsenal. Havertz. And that is half-time. Manchester City 0, Arsenal 0, Echeverri. Well, if he's going to be a striker, if we think that maybe that's his future, he's got to score those chances. 0-0 at half-time. Really tight game. Really entertaining bit of Premier League football. Mendy tries to dispossess him. He can't do. Odegaard through the middle of City's team here. Jack Grealish flies in for a challenge. I thought he got the ball there, Grealish, on Odegaard. The Arsenal players seem pretty unhappy with the challenge by Jack Grealish. And Jack Grealish gets a yellow card. I didn't think it was that bad. Oh, maybe it was. Chance for... Well, Odegaard's back to his feet to take a free kick, so there's nothing wrong with Odegaard. He's made an absolute meal of it. What a free kick from Odegaard. 1-0 Arsenal. What a free kick from Odegaard there. What can we do about that? Up and over the wall. What a free kick from Odegaard. If I jumped the wall there, I would have blocked it. Didn't jump the wall because I thought he was going to cross it. Stupid. Arsenal lead by 1-0 in a game. They don't deserve to be leading by 1-0. I think we've had the better chances. Mateusz Nunes. Arsenal waits a ballooned header. Bob back out. I don't know how they've won that. Kanji. Good challenge by Kanji. Savio. What? Free kick Arsenal for what? Oh, Rice. That's stupid. Bob. Savio. Savio. Free kick Manchester City off Ake. Is it? No. Handball our way. Grealish. Musiala. Great play on Musiala. BARCA. Where's the men in the box? City. BARCA goes for goal. Saved by Ramsdale. Ake makes a meal of it. Straight to Echeverri. What a save by Ramsdale. How has he not scored? Corner ball. Saka. Little back heel. Havertz. Tackle by Zubimendi. Giving it away, Zubimendi. Odegaard makes it 2-0. We're going to get beat by Arsenal. Martin Odegaard with a double. But it's not been deserved at all. But we haven't scored our chances. Musiala going to come off for Mandala here. Grealish will go through the centre. Maximo Piron for Zubimendi who's been put. Jan Kuto for Oscar Bob. Martinelli. 2-0 down to Arsenal. Well, the 100 points is gone. Saka. Odegaard for the hat-trick. 3-0 Arsenal. Hat-trick for Odegaard. 3-0 Arsenal here against the champions Manchester City. Well, one to forget. 3-0 down. Well, the 100 points mark cannot be reached now. That's it. Jan Kuto. Great play. Savio. Past Araujo. Brilliant from Savio. Savio! Still can't beat Ramsdale, who's the best goalkeeper in the world. He must be. Crossing from Savio. Echeverri blocked away again by Arsenal. Over top. That's full time. City 0, Arsenal 3. That's a really bad performance. We should have scored our chances. We don't. Odegaard gets a hat-trick and we're beating at home. Maybe Arsenal are a title challenger next season, but they're down in 11th position. I mean, they've been terrible. I don't know. This happens sometimes. There's no motivation in the Premier League. We've already won it. We'll complain on the loss to Arsenal and the bad Erling Haaland news that Real Madrid are very ready to activate his release clause. Apparently Manchester City could lose Rodri in the summer as well. Pep Guardiola's main man is looking for a new challenge from Manchester City, away from Manchester City apparently. Rumours suggest he looks to achieve literally everything he could possibly achieve at Manchester City this summer, and he's ready for a new challenge. I think that is going to be a situation, maybe quite a few players ready to move on and for a new challenge. Some maybe not, they're ready and hungry to go again, but some maybe looking to move away from Manchester City, and Rodri might just be another player to add to that list, which, I mean, the next summer could be a massive summer. Transfer ban, losing players who think they've achieved absolutely everything, possibly losing Pep Guardiola, who Rodri loves, and maybe Rodri says, listen, I don't want to be at City if Pep's not there. Maybe Haaland says the same, maybe a few other players said the same as well. It's worrying, that transfer ban has really come at the wrong time. If it was last season, maybe, just maybe we kept these players, but now with what we're about to achieve and so on, it looks like we might lose them. I'm hoping Rodri doesn't go as well, but I mean, losing Rodri and Haaland in the same transfer window could absolutely crush this club and Pep Guardiola. Where'd the Manchester City go from there? I want to concentrate on this season, but I am starting to get very worried looking towards Season 4 and what could be upon us. It could be a very, very different season in Season 4. It's final game episode time. It is Champions League action where we lead Barcelona in aggregate. Ter Stegen will start in goal for them. Romero, Bremer, Süle and Cancelo back four again. Partey, Gavi and Pedri in the midfield, three again. Lamine Yamal on the right, Ferran Torres on the left, and Lautaro Martinez through the middle. The exact same side, the exact same bench. Bernardo Silva didn't come on last time. Since they lost to us, they have won 3 games in a row and drawn 1. They've played 4 games since they played us. Key defensive player is Süle still attacking player. Key one is Ferran Torres. Tiki-taka, they want to play the Xavi way. Didn't work in the first leg, but all to do now, still for City in the second leg to get ourselves that Champions League final. This aside for Barcelona today then. Edison starts in goal with Stones, Diaz and Vardiel in the back 3. Is Rico Lewis and Rodri in the midfield 2 with Eze and Kevin De Bruyne, the captain in front. Foden on the right, Doku on the left and Julian Alvarez through the middle on the bench. We've got Savio, Grealish, Musiala, Maximo Perón, Zubimendi, Goihi and Akanji, no Couto, no Barco, no Bob, no Endal, no Chivere and no Nunez. Strong City side as we look to come away. Today's episode ending it with a ticket to that Champions League final. City of Manchester Stadium, the Etihad Stadium, arriving and returning is Joao Cancelo as well as Bernardo Silva. City take on Barcelona, a fantastic side. They're warming up here before the game, knowing we are in for a tough game. Lamine Yamal there, one to look out for. Manchester City plays in the tunnel. Pep Guardiola meets his former teammate and former player he coached in Xavi, now manager of his former club Barcelona. Out come the two sides. Cancelo there back at the Etihad. He will get a hostile response. Champions League semi-final is Manchester City versus Barcelona. Foden certainly gave Joao Cancelo a tough time last time. Foden to Alvarez here. Onto Eze. Eze with a nice touch. Eze tries it against Ter Stegen. Back out to Alvarez. Goes to Phil Foden. Tries to wrap his foot round it. And Julian Alvarez is offside there for Manchester City. Like him. Chance for Barca. Lamine Yamal. Little back heel. Rodri's there again. Rodri can't get it away. Should have lumped it away. Martinez. Spin on Vardiel. Lautaro Martinez! What a save from Edison. Right, wake up City, because this is only 10 minutes. If we concede one, the pressure of the world is on us then. Pedri the crossing. Süle with a thumping header. Over the bar by German Nicolas Süle. De Bruyne in. Alvarez in there, just away. Doku. Back out to De Bruyne. Towards Ruben Diaz at the far post. Ruben Diaz! 1-0 Manchester City in the semi-final. 3-0 on aggregate. What a ball in by De Bruyne. And what a header by big Ruben Diaz. 1-0 City. Doku out to De Bruyne. Whips the far post. And there he is. Ruben Diaz. Thumping header. Past Ter Stegen. Back of the net. 1-0 Manchester City. Diaz scores. He's first in the Champions League this season. Manchester City 1, Barcelona 0. 3-0 aggregate. And I think that is us going to the Champions League final now. Lovely feet. Flicks one in. Diaz down. Rodri's left it. Pedri. Pass 2 or 3 here. Ruben Diaz attack on the box here. Foul. Lamine Yamal. Barcelona score. What is that goal conceded by City there? Lamine Yamal pulls one back for Barcelona. I don't need to see it again to see how poor the defence was there. Really shaky, and Barcelona are a very top side. Seem to be on it. Ferran Torres here. Diaz has lost him. Ferran makes it 2-1. Well, this is becoming quite a game now. Ruben Diaz, the goal scorer, loses former City player Ferran Torres just like that, so easily. What is Ruben Diaz doing? And Ferran Torres makes it 2-1 Barcelona. And he's now only 1 goal on aggregate between us. And what is that defending from Diaz? Twice there. I mean, I know he's scored a goal, but twice he's let us down defensively. Barca counter, Lamine Yamal. Ruben Diaz in on Lamal. Fouls to the referee. They play on advantage. Romero. Into Pedri. Where's City's defence here? Bodies are not back. Chance for Joao Cancelo. What a save from Edison. What a save from Edison. That would have been level an extra time. Straight away. And behind to Doku here. Doku to the byline. Doku, Romero tackles him. Doku keeps it. Doku pass. Sula. Jeremy Doku. What a save by ter Stegen. Foden. Back in behind to Foden. Cancelo read that one. Foden fights with him. Cancelo drops Foden. Foden kicks Cancelo. Referee gets the ball there, Phil Foden. Get up, Joao Cancelo. Get up. Get up, Joao Cancelo here. Get up. Yellow card for Phil Foden. Cancelo makes the most of it. Long by the Portuguese midfielder. City down. That is half-time. Manchester City are 2-1 down to Barcelona. 1 goal away from taking us to extra time. Barca 3-2 on aggregate in the Champions League semi-final. Barca is certainly putting up a fight. What is in behind here for the opposition? Joao Cancelo, big tackle by Ruben Diaz. Falls back to Barcelona. Chance! And Edison makes a palming save. Lamine Yamal on the end of it. Vardy across. Corner kick. Big challenge by Diaz and Cancelo. It fell straight back to them. Luckily we deal with it. Injury for Joao Cancelo. Near post. Foden brings it away. Past Ruben Diaz. Martinez. Vardy in there. Penalty. Barcelona. No way. No way! He gets the ball there, Vardy. Just out-muscles him. Martinez just goes down. What a dive. Edison makes the save on the penalty anyway. Brilliant from Edison. Makes the save on the penalty anyway. Lautaro Martinez misses a massive penalty. Bernardo Silva comes on. Eze. There, Doku's lost it to Lamine Yamal. Big loss by Doku. Vardy across. On Romero. Can't win it. Pedri. Romero. Pass Vardy. Cross in here. Headed away by Ruben Diaz. Zubimendi and Akanji on. Lamine Yamal. Ferran Torres. Plenty of bodies to break through here. Ferran falling behind it. Martinez! Over the bar again by him. That's a fantastic chance. So he's missed a penalty. And he's missed a wonderful chance there. Diaz slides in, stupid. Martinez. Stones is there. Lautaro Martinez saved by Edison. Can't keep it in. Corner ball. 1 added minute. There's 30 seconds left here before Manchester City finally go into a final. ter Stegen in the box. Near post. Headed by Lamine Yamal. Keeps it in, does he? No. Diaz gets there. Full-time whistle goes. It is over. Manchester City are going to the Champions League final. We've done it. We've outdone everyone else. Champions League final, I assume, against Bayern Munich over Sporting Lisbon. City going to the Champions League final. Edison saves a penalty that saves us. What a defensive performance. We lose 2-1, but we're going to the final, and that is what matters. Bye-bye Cancelo. Bye-bye Bernardo Silva. Manchester City going to the final. Well, EA Sports give man a match to Ruben Diaz with a goal today. I mean, the 2 goals they scored were all his fault, but he really did defend pretty well from then on out. Was a colossus at the back. My man of the match goes to Edison. That penalty save and those other saves that he made. 10 shots against him, 8 on target. Those saves have took us to the final from Edison. 7.6 rating. What a performance from our Brazilian. And there we have it. Bayern Munich winning 2-0 over Sporting. In the Champions League final will be Pep Guardiola's Manchester City against his former side in Thomas Tuchel's Bayern Munich. That is going to be a grand final. A grand final. 6th of June 2026. Bayern Munich versus City. What an amazing game that's going to be. Thank you very much for watching. Please like the video if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Please join the We Are City Members Club to see these episodes unedited and early. I can't wait for that fixture. See you next time.